The rise and fall of Monica Cannon Grant. Sometimes the deepest wounds don't come from enemies, they come from those we once trusted as heroes. That's what makes the story of Monica Cannon Grant so painful. For years, she was one of Boston's loudest voices in the fight against racial injustice. She led marches, spoke at rallies, and built a reputation as a fearless advocate. But today, instead of being remembered as a champion for her community, her name is tied to fraud, betrayal, and a guilty plea that left supporters stunned. To understand her fall, you have to go back to the beginning. After Trayvon Martin's death in 2012, the Black Lives Matter movement became a global force. In Boston, Monica rose as one of its faces. Alongside her husband, Clark Grant, she founded Violence in Boston, a nonprofit aimed at fighting gun violence, feeding families, and giving young people safe spaces. She was fiery, unapologetic, and magnetic, the kind of leader who drew crowds and headlines. But in 2022, cracks appeared. Federal prosecutors accused her of misusing nonprofit funds for her own lifestyle. Vacations, car rentals, groceries, salon visits, all allegedly paid for with money meant for struggling families. Donors who believed they were helping save lives instead discovered they were funding dinners and bills. Monica denied it all, walking past cameras insisting she was innocent until proven guilty. But the charges were serious. Nearly 30 counts of wire fraud, mail fraud, and conspiracy. Shockingly, even while under indictment, she kept giving speeches, including at schools, brushing off parents' outrage as if nothing was wrong. For critics, this was arrogance at its peak. Then came the collapse. In 2025, Monica agreed to a plea deal, finally admitting guilt. After years of defiance, after swearing she was being targeted, she confessed to betraying the very community she had vowed to serve. Her downfall wasn't just personal. It dealt a devastating blow to activists who now face skepticism and dwindling donations. For many, the betrayal echoed past scandals. From Sir Major Page, another activist convicted of fraud, to Jay Morrison's failed fund, the comparisons were impossible to ignore. Each time, it leaves communities poorer, not just financially, but emotionally, less willing to trust again. And then there's the tragedy of Clark, Monica's husband, who died in a motorcycle accident in 2023. He never saw how far the scandal would go. What began as a love story of two fighters for justice ended in grief and disgrace. Experts warn that cases like this give critics of racial justice movements easy ammunition. Right-wing voices quickly pointed to Monica's fraud as proof of hypocrisy. Meanwhile, small grassroots organizers, the ones quietly doing real work, are left scrambling, struggling harder to secure funds. The most heartbreaking part? The needs Monica once claimed to fight for still exist. Gun violence hasn't stopped. Families still need food, kids still need safe spaces. But now, because of her betrayal, fewer people are willing to believe. The story of Monica Cannon Grant is more than a headline. It's a reminder of how fragile trust is. A single betrayal can stain an entire movement, and yet the cause remains. The question is, when a leader falls, do we walk away from the mission? Or do we keep believing even when those we once trusted let us down?